I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought.
I can tell you that 7 years after Freddie Gray, that was 2015, spring, April, May. This is 2022. Communities like Sandtown, all we saw then and now in terms of investment was a renovated Western District Police Station and a new funeral home. That's what West Baltimore got. A new police station and a new funeral home. What kind of optics are they? Was Freddie Gray any different than 1968 Baltimore riots? Dr. King's passing, killing, murder? This is the same?
No, it wasn't. I mean, I think, well, first of all, people who are being violent and burning, that's, all that's the same. But the point is what was the cause and what were they attempting to register?
I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns.
I love you.
They deserve an ounce. It's got next. And it's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they don't let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. First name's Doni, last name's Glover. In it to win it for the long haul, baby. Cold as a you-know-what outside. But thank you, Lord, that we are here in the land of the living. Yes, indeedy. All right. So, wanted to take a moment. Colors ain't right, are they? A little better. I tell you, it's always something with this green screen. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay, so we are, what is December 20th? Tuesday. 5 more days. It's Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. If you celebrate the holidays, I don't know how you can live in America and not celebrate something this time of year. Many of us grew up on Christmas. G.I. Joes with the Kung Fu grip, the big wheel. Get a little kid a big wheel. Oh my goodness. In my day, I'm thinking about 1968, coming down Patterson Park on the sidewalk, hit that corner and make that sound, make that sound like they do on like on television commercial. That's all this kid wanted, was a big wheel, a G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip. That's when you're a kid. A Bible verse comes to mind. This might make you laugh. Yes, I grew up in church. Had to go to Sunday school, vacation Bible school, learn the Holy Story. At least from the Christian perspective, of course. This time of year is Happy Hanukkah, and day after Christmas, you got Kwanzaa coming up. As little kids, My dad would always say, when I was a child, I spake as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. Now, it actually goes, I put away childish things. But for the longest time, I heard the man saying Charlie, and I didn't know who in the heck Charlie was. When I was a child, I spake as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. Who the heck is Charlie? He was saying childish to slow me, or either his drawl, lack of pronunciation on that particular word, because he was certainly an educated man. For the longest time, I thought he was talking about Charlie, and I didn't know who Charlie was. But nonetheless, when you're a little kid, yes, you're looking forward to Christmas. That's what you are indoctrinated into, socialized in school. What you getting for Christmas? One thing I want to tell you on this show is what my daddy answered when I asked him what he wanted for Christmas. His answer might blow you away, but then again, I am his son, and it might be very believable. I said, Daddy, what you want for Christmas? After I done opened up all my toys. Invariably, the man would say nothing. And then he would say, what I want, they don't sell in stores. I encourage you that if your Christmas is only about a gift of a material item, it's possible that you have missed the whole point of the holidays. The real joy, as the preachers all have talked about, is giving, the gift of giving. Sunday, I was out in Montclair Junction. They have lost their supermarket down there a couple of weeks ago. And this woman I shared with you yesterday from Cameroon named Stephanie S&F Caring Arms Foundation found it necessary to bring toys and food to Montclair Junction. Over 1,000 people got served. It was a lot of people down there, and only one television camera, Channel 2. Congratulations, Channel 2, for being of service to the community. Now, let somebody have been, let some shooting happen. Let some of that negativity be going on, and it'll be all on the front news of the paper. And so I guess that just brings me right back full circle to the need in Baltimore, a majority Black city, to have Black news, Black press, news from a Black perspective, because without it, we let other people tell our story. And you can't tell my story like I can tell my story. You don't know my history like I know my history. First, we got to know our history. A lot of us don't know our history. A lot of us don't even know our own family history. People bury stuff, people hide stuff, people simply don't tell you stuff. I was talking with my son yesterday, and he brought to mind how we all are faced with, at some point in our lives, generational curses. You can ignore it, you can deny it, whatever floats your boat. And some of our families, people drink. Some of our families, people have gone to prison. And some of our families, there are no men. In some of our families, there is no love. And when you're a child, you have very little, if any, say-so or control. So what we have in America is a Black community where, although we are 13 to 15% of the population, we lead the country in a plethora of socioeconomic conditions: asthma, cancer, shooting people, getting shot, undereducation, underemployment. But I assure you, this show is not to depress you or sadden you. If anything, we want to put some light on it, because I am a firm believer that light and darkness cannot dwell in the same place at the same time. You got a situation, as my son said yesterday, I want to be in the solution. Some of us want to stay stuck in the problem. Some of us want to exacerbate the problem. And some of us want to pass the problem on to the next generation. Be a generational curse breaker. It is often said that what happens to us growing up is not our fault. But when we become adults, it is our job to address those issues head on, put light on it, identify it, so that we can begin the healing process. Because if we only passing on the negativity and confusion that was passed on to us, then we really haven't improved ourselves. We haven't improved our bloodlines. We haven't improved our DNA. A lot of us want to make excuses. A lot of us want to revere the wrong things. I ain't no holy roller, I ain't no preacher, I ain't no imam. But in 57 years of living, I have learned that you reap what you sow. So you want to sow good seeds. And you want to protect your peace. On that note, I have to share with you this wonderful card that Marcus Murchison sent me. I met Marcus around 93. I was at American University taking a class over there. Well, this light is something else. Over at American University, straight out of Nazareth. What a beautiful card. Is that fly or what? Straight out of Nazareth. And I guess that's stealing my son, my light. But it's something right here. Okay, there you go. I'm going to do it like this. Straight out of Nazareth. And keep spreading the good news. Keep uplifting the little people. Keep doing the good works. Much love, Marcus Murchison. Yeah, we met over at American University. Yes, I went to American University all of one night. Got home about midnight and I said, that ain't gonna work. Had an evening class. Got all the way over there. Wasn't as hard as I imagined, but only was there one night, so I really didn't know now, did I? But I still appreciate the experience. That was one thing about me in school. I would try. And, you know, you just might get it. But I ended up transferring over to Morgan State. And I believe by this time next year, I will be just about done my master's. They told me I got 2 classes to take. Morgan has a Morgan Completes You program for us who have been away for a minute. And I encourage you, check out Morgan. Morgan Completes You. Because if you got credits, you might as well cash them in. Might as well finish what you started. A new year is coming up. What we got? Just a few days, 5 days, then another week, 2 weeks or so. And then we'll be into 2023. And don't hurt yourself making resolutions. Actually, I have some advice on that tip of resolutions. It's the KISS rule. Do you know what the KISS rule is? Keep it simple, stupid. I don't know about you, but I know for me, a lot of times we make it complicated. I make it complicated. Got to keep it simple. For me, the simpler, the better. I know I'm not a good listener. Solution, write it down. Write it down. You want people to be happy at Christmas time, your loved ones, people close to you, keep it simple. They give you this long list. You go stressing yourself out over this and this and this and that. Because if you don't do this, then this person don't love me. Then, oh, the well, hell, bye. Protect your peace of mind. It's like going into a boxing ring. The referee gives the instructions, protect yourself at all times. Trying to make people happy who you can't. You can't make nobody happy. And if it's a thing that they need in order for them to be happy, you need to analyze your relationship. Now, I'm not saying be stingy. Of course not. Be a blessing. But I'll be damned, I'm going out there breaking my neck for somebody, especially, oh Lord, the words of Lily Glover come to mind, especially if they're ungrateful. Imagine going out buying all this stuff for somebody who don't even appreciate you, don't even say thank you, turn their face all up, making stanky faces at you because they wanted a bottle of Chanel and you might have bought them something else, or people pleasing. Keep on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. I ain't on that ship. Let that ship go. Who's out there on the people pleasing tip? I know some of y'all on the people pleasing tip. If you don't do this, then you don't love me. Well, I guess I don't love you then. I learned this from women. You got to set boundaries. You better set boundaries, brother. I don't care who it is. They come at you, you got to do this, I need that. All the slip. And look, ain't did nothing for you all year. Don't even check on you. Don't even call you up, hey, how you doing? I was just checking on you. No. Like my daddy said, is lend me, give me, can you spare? You ever heard that before? Lend me, give me, can you spare? Now, once have we called and checked on our seniors, our neighbors, the older family member? Just call up, hey, I need $100. I need $20. I need this, I need that. Never asking, is there anything I can do for you? You know, sometimes just picking up the phone and calling somebody and saying, hey, I was thinking about you. The most precious gift, and you got that from the song Little Drummer Boy. The most precious gift is your time. Security provided by Pharaoh, the German Shepherd. The most precious gift you can give anybody is your time. Whether it's the little ones, the older ones, your time. You shouldn't need a preacher to tell you that. You shouldn't have to go to church. You should just know that. Because we're in a world consumed by me, myself, and I. You can tell. You look at our young people, and they're only a reflection of us. I saw two people at dinner. Now I will commend the man because he said his grace for the table before they got started. But before the meal came, they both in their phones like this. If we got to go to dinner and your head is in your phone, maybe we shouldn't be going to dinner. I mean, what's the point? You there with somebody and you down in your phone. Is that a new thing? Put your damn phone away. Family dinner, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of that. Leave the phones in the front. It's like it's a stick up. You put your phone on that table. You won't be needing that near. Otherwise, what was the point? Let me tell you what's even crazy than that. People in the club. You in the club, music bumping. And you down in your phone. What's the point? My man from Tampa, like Randolph. So give the gift of love. Remember that song? Come thee to me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I have no gifts to bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. But he brought what he had. Bring your gift, whatever your gift is. Somebody will appreciate it. And those who don't, they're not your tribe. All right, so moving right along. A prayer to Tamara Payne. That is the Baltimore artist who has Dear Black Girl. A prayer for Rudy Williams. So Tamara Payne and family and Rudy Williams and family, both people lost their mom. Tamara lost her mother yesterday. Mr. Rudy lost his mom last week. And I shared with you yesterday that Malik Rahman, a local legend, got his wings. I'm reminded that a Muslim funeral is no joke. You die today, in 3 days you'll be in the ground. I like the Muslim funerals. Real simple, to the point. Boom, 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 bam. Get rid of all of that hype and emotion and drama that comes with the Christian funeral. Oh my God, you got to worry about this and that. Because we put a lot of stuff into an already complicated situation. Muslim funeral, I don't know if you've ever been one. If you've never experienced one, I highly recommend it. Simple. I don't want to get too deep, but when my cousin, Jamal Hakeem, went home, I had to get down in the hole, because in the Muslim funeral, 4 or 5 of the closest loved ones get down in the grave and face the body to the east. It was quite an experience, especially being the son of a funeral director. I've been to hundreds, if not thousands, of funerals. That's why I don't like funerals today. Seriously. I love you. I love you. I'm going to tell you now, I love you. Don't be looking for me at the funeral. You'd be sadly mistaken. And if you did, you ain't looking for me nowhere. A lot of times we go to the funeral for other people. I'm not into people pleasing. I don't care what other people think on that regard. Now, I'm not being disrespectful, but when I lose someone I love, it's my job to tell them I love them before they go on to glory. Because after they gone, they don't hear you. Dead is dead. A lot of times we show up for the funeral for this person, for that person. Not here. I'm not there for you. I'm there for me and the connection with that person. I don't care what other people think. Think what you want. Because you don't, what Jay-Z say, what you eat don't make me go to the bathroom. I don't mean to be cold, but some people just get abusive with it. So you got to protect yourself at all times. I lost some very dear friends and some loved ones. But I'm not necessarily making myself go to nobody's funeral to please nobody else. If I got to go to the funeral to prove that I love you, then obviously there ain't no damn love. And if you hold that against me, oh, you didn't show for so-and-so. People ain't spoke to you in 20 years. Then they got an attitude with you. You don't have that right. I done lost a bunch of people. I ain't see you nowhere around. That's why I keep my, people I lost, keep it private. Don't need to be putting it all over the Facebook and all of that. I don't need no sympathy. I don't want you feeling sorry for me because people got enough stuff going on. I want to be a source of light, a source of love, a source of uplift. I don't want to sadden nobody. But when we do lose someone, especially a parent, especially a mom, especially this time of year, it can have a monumental effect on us. But again, I'm a 37-year veteran, and I'm going to give you some basic survival tools. Number one, keep it simple. Number two, remember that in our faith, we know that we will see them again. And this is to make you laugh. Number three, remember that nobody gets out alive. We all got to die. My daddy would say it like this: live forever, but die you must. Nobody wants to live on this earth paying these bills for 200, 300 years. But if we can get 100, oh, hallelujah. And that's getting back to the spirit of gratefulness. If we have one day of peace, we should be grateful. My mother would say, if you don't appreciate, and I've learned to appreciate everything. For me, Christmas is some heat, lights, electricity, running water. That's Christmas. That is Christmas. I've been in places, Tanzania, had to go to the bathroom. They poured into the bathroom. I figured it's the bathroom, it's the bathroom, it's the bathroom. Not so, Kimo Sabi. The bathroom was a hole in the ground. And I would have to go over there, squat over top of this hole in the ground where flies are hovering like Baltimore City police helicopters. And I said, you know what, I'll wait till I get back to the hotel. But for some people, that's a regular. Hell, Baltimore look like Tanzania because we see people going to the bathroom outside all the time now, don't we? Don't we? Now, I ain't gonna get in the race, but we've seen some stuff in the past 5 years that we have never, ever seen before. But I'm gonna keep it positive today. I'm gonna leave that alone. Some of us just need to be grateful. We need to thank God for his grace and his mercy. Grace, getting what you don't deserve. Mercy, not getting what you do deserve. Grace, getting what you don't deserve. Mercy, not getting what we do deserve. We have all sinned. That's what the book says. Nobody is exempt. All have sinned. All means all. Ain't no big sin, little sin. And some people do some egregious stuff, and I don't know, like, some things in the class all by themselves. But generally speaking, the good Lord knows that we are full of errors. But the key is to not keep making these same mistakes. And for those who do want to continue to make mistakes, especially if they are breaking law, you will find yourself in a world of trouble. Trouble, as my daddy would say, easy to get into, hard to get out of. I had an uncle worked over just a cut. He said, don't come down to cut. Ain't nothing I can do for you. I'm like 13 years old. Why is this man telling me all about the penitentiary? Who's planning to go to the penitentiary? He was very dead serious. My father's older brother, Uncle Sammy. Don't come down here because there ain't nothing I can do for you. I was like, wow, you ain't got to worry about me. 57 years, thank you, Lord. Yeah, that ain't my story. I ain't lived a perfect life, but I ain't spent no time in that penitentiary. Thank you, Lord. And surprisingly, in Baltimore, a lot of people have spent time in prison, and not enough men talk about not being in prison. Not enough men talk about not ever having gone to prison. In the community, for some, going to prison is a badge of honor. Not in my household. It was a badge of shame. Now, you shouldn't tell nobody about it. It's nothing to brag about. You brought dishonor to your family name because you refuse to pay attention to the rules. And usually people end up in the prisons. It ain't because of one thing. People keep doing it over and over and over and over. They get warned, keep doing it, get warned, keep doing it and doing it and doing it, get a break, get a break, get a break. And then finally, life just says, bam, you want to keep playing with me? Got a spot for you. Because a lot of us think we tough. A lot of us think we tough. And I done met some of the baddest hombres in Baltimore. Killers, murderers, all that. And mostly all of them. Nobody went to prison looking for Disney World. Nobody. Which brings to mind this next topic, depression. So, as you go out and about, remember that not everybody might be as happy as you. Christmas time is when you see the depression the most. Whether people say it or not, it's on their faces. You can look at them and tell. Depression. And sometimes it flares up at the holidays, or it flares up at the thought of losing somebody. And so there's some things we can do to navigate these holidays without losing our damn mind, without sniffing all the dope, without drinking all the liquor, without playing all of the lottery. We can make it through these holidays by keeping it simple. Keep your expectations simple. I got lights, I got running water, I got heat. That's Christmas for me. That's it. Don't need all of these other things. They mean nothing. Can't take them with you. I don't care how pretty the coat, how fly the diamond. And at this juncture, we should be aware of whether or not we wearing blood diamonds. We should be aware if any exploitation has gone down in order to make our gift. A lot of us don't even know about blood diamonds and the exploitation that happens to our brothers in West Africa, Southern Africa, people in Russia. A lot of exploitation goes on in this world, and we pay no attention to it. Human trafficking. Trafficking is all around us. I don't even know what made that come to mind. But we get so caught up on things that mean nothing, and we miss all of the stuff that is going on around us. Trafficking is real. On that note, a shout out in heaven to Dr. Patricia Newton. I miss that woman something. Ooh. But Dr. Patricia Newton always talked about the Super Bowl being the #1 trafficking event in America. Yes, more trafficking happens at the Super Bowl than at any other time in the country. Trafficking, selling girls, prostitutes, sex trafficking, young girls, black girls, white girls, European girls, American girls, Asian girls, yes. But we so caught up in the NFL. And let me tell you something else. Stop letting these damn celebrities rule and dominate your life and your thinking. Because most of the celebrities I see on TV are miserable as hell. Damn superstars, you got multi-millions of dollars, and you ain't got no other side hustle than to pick up a sports betting contract so you can make a few extra dollars. Disgust me. That's why Malcolm X said entertainers have never been our leaders. They're entertainers. They're not leaders. Can you imagine Malcolm X pushing sports betting on black people? Can you imagine Martin Luther King Jr. pushing sports betting on our people? But we'll do it quicker than a Baltimore speed camera. Because that's how dumb we act sometimes. Oh, Donnie just say, no, I ain't. Go down casino, Maryland Casino, live casino. Go down there and look at all them depressed looking people. They look depressed as hell. You know they look depressed. And you be depressed too. You go down there and spend too much of your money, spending your bill money. Oh, I'm going down there to win my money back. Look how dumb you sound. I know about addiction. That's addiction. Down at 4 o'clock in the morning. Down at 9 o'clock in the morning. Do I have a problem? You think? That's one demon ain't get me. I saw that at a young age. I saw what gambling does to people. Ugly. Very ugly. And the thing is, you got money. You might not have $5,000. You may have $200. Well, if you take care of that $200, you can rest assured you got something. But you want to jeopardize that $200 for something bigger because your eyes bigger than your stomach. It happens to me all the time in the supermarket. I'm a bachelor. Don't need to be buying but so much fresh stuff if I know I ain't gonna cook it, because it's gonna end up getting thrown out. So it's managing. It's managing. It's being realistic. You know, if you had a house of 3 or 4, okay, it would get eaten up. You know, you got to gauge your situation. What's best for you? Your household might only need cereal and milk, because that's what the people in your household eat. They keep it simple. They don't need buying pot roast for people that only eat cereal. Well, they don't need buying fruits and vegetables that you're not going to eat. And do get some fresh fruits and vegetables in your life. So we talked about the gift, and the gift is love. The most precious gift you can give anybody is your time. What I want for Christmas? Nothing. I got everything I need. Lights, cameras, action, heat, running water, considering there are places in the world that don't have running water. 2022, there are people, mark my word, who do not have running water. I've been there. Tanzania, Ethiopia, I've seen drought. I've seen people with no water. I didn't see anything like what you see in them care commercials where they be trying to stick you up for your money, show you a picture of a little skinny African kid, and then you find out of that $100 that you gave, maybe 50 cents of that $100 goes to the hungry little kid, and the other $99 go to them greedy American NGOs. What they call them? Non-governmental organizations, NGOs. Big word for international poverty pimps. You know, like the people, like the Clintons, remember they went down there collecting all this money for Haiti, and none of the people in Haiti got the money, but Hillary Clinton running around talking about she love us. Yeah, we know. Remember? Don't forget. People have been exploiting Haiti forever. When the other side of the island, you wouldn't even know it's the same damn island. But we want to go and be in Dubai. We don't even know our damn history. God, we make me sick sometimes. Don't even know about the Arabs and the slave trade. We want to live somebody else's dream. You better live your own damn dream. Go to Africa. Tell me about your trip to Africa. You ain't been to your own motherland. You ain't been in the most beautiful of lands. I've been to Europe. I've been to Paris. I realized what the French just stole from you in Cameroon and other francophone countries. Now realizing Africa been all carved up. Learn some history this holiday. If you lost someone, keep it simple. And I tell you something about losing somebody. We cry for ourselves. We ain't crying for them. They at peace. We don't cry for them. We cry for ourselves. What we gonna miss? We're gonna miss Big Mama fried chicken. We're gonna miss all of them good times that Big Mama would create for us. Never thinking that it's our turn to be Big Mama, Big Daddy, and be a blessing to somebody else and pass on them lessons. Because grandma, hey, you just couldn't do what you wanted at grandma's. I don't know about your grandmother, but my grandma's, number one, don't go in that refrigerator if you ain't washed your hands. Don't go in that refrigerator if nobody told you to go in that refrigerator. You might catch a frying pan. It's called respect. And that's what a big thing that's lost in many of our families today, basic respect. You got people saying, well, if you love me, then you do this. No, remember basic respect. I'll be damned, I'm going to buy something for some ungrateful people who don't even have the decency to say, how you doing in the middle of the year. I don't play with them transactional people. You want to be transactional? I will treat you transactional, and that's all you will get. But you want to come in here, like my grandma said, act like you got some sense? Oh, you might mess around and get the world. But we want, and don't want to give nothing. And those people make me sick. My mother taught me not to be one of them. Talked about the depression. So here's some solutions for the depression. Manage your expectations. Drink plenty of water. Breathe. Don't answer phone calls to stupid people. It's okay not to answer your phone. Oh, look to your neighbor. Neighbor, oh neighbor, it is okay not to answer your phone. If this person causes you stress, then don't answer the phone. Delete them out your phone. Block them out your phone. You owe you. That's who you owe. Make yourself a priority. And this is not for the takers, because takers, this, I don't even know why you even listening, but for givers. You have to set limits. Givers have to set boundaries, because takers don't have no boundaries. Takers just take. That's all they do. They never come offering gifts. Come running the damn mouth. Like a snake. Always wanting something. Give me. You know some people like that. That's not your job to manage their wants and expectations. And some of them are grown people. We can deal with kids. And on that note, raise your kids understanding that. We raise kids thinking that somebody owe them something. Somebody gonna give you something. And you ain't did nothing for nobody all year long. Okay. I think that's enough. I ain't trying to browbeat you, but manage your life. Make sure you happy. Make sure you are taking care of you. You looking for a hero? Kendrick Lamar. Look in the mirror. There go your hero. Remember that song by the greatest Muhammad Ali movie? Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to me. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my what? My dignity. Because the greatest love of all It's learning to love your damn self. It's called self-esteem. Remember Cat Williams? It's esteem of yourself. And rarely does it come from things. It comes from inside. Real beauty. You see people, they look all pretty, got all this makeup on, and then, you know, you catch them without that makeup, and you be like, ooh. Paul Laurence Dunbar wrote a poem called We Wear the Mask. We all wear a mask. We all want the world to see us a certain way. But it's not until we take that mask off and look in the mirror at ourselves. Dr. Tyrone Taborn, he has told me repeatedly, this has been my therapy session, he said, we got to forgive ourselves. As we forgive ourselves for the past, then we can forgive others. And I tell them all the time, it's an ongoing process. Maybe it's not for some people. Maybe some people just, I forgive myself and that's it. But we all have memories. We all wish we could replay something or redo something or, you know, take away the pain that we cause. At least I do. I don't want to cause pain. We all cause some pain. We did childish things. We did what young, inexperienced, immature people do. But as we become older, we're supposed to get wiser. We're supposed to be a blessing. We're supposed to give more than we take. Like the song by Billie Holiday, God Bless the Child That Has His Own. She said, take, you know, rich relations may give you crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but please don't take too much. You know why they say that? Because now you done wore your welcome out. They're being kind. They offered you a cookie and a cup of milk, a cookie and a glass of eggnog, but you want the whole damn fifth of eggnog. That's greedy, and that's deadly. Don't be greedy. Give something to somebody else. Look out for the less fortunate. Give more than you take. My name's Donnie Glover, and I hope you enjoy. Let me just thank these many sponsors. STEM City USA. We have one heck of a Black Wall Street coming up February 3rd in Washington, D.C. I'm so proud to be partnering with the Meta Quake. That's Dr. Tyrone Taborn's newest entity, MetaQuake. We're going to be linking with the MetaQuake. I'm going to have Black Wall Street, DMV, Washington, D.C., February 3rd. It goes down. So we did something nice and wonderful here in Baltimore. Next up, we're going to be down in the district doing it right. Another 20th anniversary celebration. But this one's going to be in the district. If you need a business lawyer, there you go. Robert DeShield, attorney at law, 410-456-8606. That man right there, Northwest Voice newspaper. They publish more Black newspapers in this area than all of the others combined. The Northwest Voice newspaper. Kenny Brown goes from Catonsville all the way around to Pikesville. 15,000 papers. Ain't nobody publishing 15,000 papers, but a Black man is, and his name is Kenny Brown. And he's got advertising opportunities. And if you need to get in touch with him, you just call me. Matter of fact, got his number around it somewhere. Or just call me. You know my number. Or send an email. Murphy, Falcone and Murphy, law firm, Mr. Billy Murphy. Next Phase Cafe. Special thank you to Terrence Dixon. Sent over here 20th anniversary gift. Thank you, Terrence Dixon. A new beginning bail bonds. I hope you don't need the bail bondsman, but if you do, we always have been promoting Larry Gaines. Larry Gaines, he's on Facebook. He says a prayer every single day. Oh my goodness. If you've never met Larry Gaines, tall cat, out of West Baltimore, a new beginning bail bonds. That's Larry Gaines. He puts a prayer up every morning. Faithful, good and faithful servant. 443-904-4247. And this is our big event, or Dr. Taborn's big event. The Black Engineer of the Year Awards this year will be February 9th. And that's roughly 1 week after our Black Wall Street DMV. So he's got like 2 weeks of events in DC, and he afforded us to be an opportunity to be a part of it. Afforded us the opportunity to be a part of it on February 3rd. I personally thank you for checking out this broadcast. If you would like a show, I'm more than willing to work with just about anybody. But you got to bring something to the table. If you're looking for somebody to coddle you, this ain't the place. But if you're looking to come like Yolanda Pulley and Jason Rodriguez and Donna Brown, who do a show every Monday on this network at 6 p.m., they're serious about their show. They put time into it. They put preparation into it. We welcome you. We've had an 8-year-old girl, Lozaria. She did a show called Dear Black Girl from Brooklyn. 8 years old. Her co-host was 12 years old. Serious. And they will be coming back for the holidays. We will help young people get a show. No problem. We want our people to have a voice because there are better ways of solving situations and expressing ourselves than what we've been doing, at least on a national level. And that's over half of the murders in America are Black people. And it's not the Klan killing us. It's us killing us. Cats want to flex like they strong, like they thorough, but you're killing soldiers in your own damn army. You're an idiot. My name's Donnie Glover. Have a beautiful day. Killing soldiers in your own army. That's just stupid.